Hi guys, and welcome back to another video again with Powers. I'm Jake, and to back or not to back, that is always the question if you are in the hobby of board gaming. If this is your first time watching a video like this from us, basically what I'll be doing is I'll be taking a look at either a board game on Kickstarter or GameFound and giving you my thoughts and opinions on the game, what I like about the game, what are my hesitations, giving you a recommendation on should you back the game, and then tell you if I am backing the game as well. Trying to do all this within 15 minutes. In today's video, guys, we're going to be taking a look at the Kickstarter campaign for the board game French Quarter, alright? This is a roll and write game about Louisiana and traveling all around Louisiana and seeing different things, tasting foods. This is coming to you from the same people that brought you Three Sisters, Motor City, and Fleet the Dice game. So let's go ahead and take a look at the computer screen where I got the Kickstarter page pulled up for us. Alright guys, so here we are at the Kickstarter campaign page for French Quarter. Alright, it says a Let the Good Times Roll and Write game. So, welcome to New Orleans, the heart of New Orleans. Explore the French Quarter in this new loaded roll and write game from Motor City Gameworks. So at the time of filming this, guys, it has 8 days to go. They're at 1,398 backers, and they have raised 38,000 out of a total of 18,000. That's the goal. So this game is funded. All right. Again, this is coming to you from the same people that brought you Motor City and Three Sisters. So let's talk about French Quarter. How is the game played? So essentially what you're doing, guys, is you are taking a weekend trip to the French Quarter, and you're going to be spending a Saturday, which is you're going to be spending 8 hours or 8 rounds going around the French Quarter, exploring the French Quarter, doing a bunch of different things, you know, tasting food, shopping on the local culture, taking part in mystic customs, you know, being a part of the nightlife, doing all of these different activities, okay? And how that's going to work is essentially, as always, you're going to roll some dice, and then depending on what you want to do is you'll be able to select different modes of travel. So walking, taxi, riverboat, carriage, streetcar, and socialize, all right? And that's going to go ahead and get you around to be able to visit all of these places around New Orleans. And so there's going to be 2 different score pads. There's going to be a map of New Orleans and then a visitor's spot as well, okay? A little bit more about the game down here below. It says, in French Quarter, you have 2 player sheets, a map of the French Quarter, and a visitor's guide. You will choose dice from the card row to take actions and travel via different methods of transportation. Like I said, these are walking, carriage ride, taxi, streetcar, riverboat, or just hanging out to socialize. As you travel around the city, you'll get to visit buildings and see performers wherever you stop. All these activities are going to fill up tracks on your chart for experiences with food, culture, shopping, mysticism, and partying, all right? You'll obviously have to make tough choices between useful bonuses and scoring multipliers. It says after 8 hours or 8 rounds of gallivanting about town, the end results will be compared to see who had the most memorable night in New Orleans. All right, that is pretty much the game in a nutshell. This is French Quarter. So let's go ahead and talk about some of these stretch goals that we have here and some other stuff that you'll receive with the game and what all is in the box. So coming in the box, we have 2 score sheet pads. We got a first player marker, some road closure markers, 48 action cards, 12 mayor cards, 9 dice, action dice, and some tourist pawn. That's everything that's going to come in the box. The stretch goals are bonuses. You'll get a bonus tourism expansion that has to do with Bourbon Street. And then the stretch goals that have been unlocked down here, guys, we got a bigger first player marker. We got some upgraded meeples, so they're going to feature actual characters. It looks like upgraded road blockers, giving them just a visual upgrade of an actual limousine. And then some swirly dice. So dice are going to have like I don't want to say texture, but they're going to have a look, a presence to them, okay? So those are all these stretch goals and everything that is coming in the box for the French Quarter, all right? So let's go ahead and talk about what I like about the game. The first thing right off the bat is the theme of the game, okay? Louisiana that has a very cool culture and a very cool vibe. And I think what you're going to like is this is going to give you a little bit taste of that, okay? Now, I'm down here in Texas, so if we wanted to take a weekend trip to Louisiana, we could, but that might not be the case for everybody. And so with this theme and with this game, like I said, you're getting a little bit of taste of that Louisiana culture, that Louisiana vibe, exploring what Louisiana and New Orleans is all about, all right? And especially the French Quarter. So you're getting that little taste of that, and so I think that's the first thing that you guys are going to like, and I think that's really what's going to draw you to the game. The second thing that I like about the game, it is coming to you from a line of other good roll and writes, okay? So I think when we talk about roll and writes, there's a lot of roll and writes out there, but when we talk about Fleet the Dice Game, Motor City, and Three Sisters, I think those are very good roll and writes that have a good reputation about them. And so this is another game in that line of roll and writes. So you know here, you're getting a quality game that is not just going to be bland, it's going to have substance to it, and it's going to be effective at what it does, okay? The third thing that I'm going to say is, look, it is a roll and write game. The mechanics are what I like about the game. And so, especially the mechanic of being able to travel around New Orleans using different modes of transportation, right? I think they could have took the easy route here and just said you're going to be walking around New Orleans the whole day and only have one mode of transportation. But I think having these different modes of transportation is going to open up so many strategic possibilities, because that's going to allow you to move a certain number of spaces. So you can cover large distances to be able to maybe get that final spot on the track that you need, or block somebody else from getting that spot as well. So it does seem that while the game is simplistic, there is a lot of strategy to it. So let's go ahead and talk about my hesitations, guys. The only hesitation that I really have about this game is the total value in everything that you're getting for backing this game on Kickstarter. What I mean by this, guys, is when you take a look at Three Sisters, this game, French Quarter, Motor City, they all came to Kickstarter with the same price of 29 bucks, all right? They're also being sold at retail for the exact same price. Now, that's the retail version and not the Kickstarter version, so you get the Kickstarter goodies. But taking a look at the Kickstarter goodies is, other than this bonus expansion, I don't really see a whole ton of value of what you're getting here, right? You're just getting a bigger first player marker. Some of the meeples are going to have a design instead of just being a generic meeple, all right? Instead of the roadblock, again, it's a design instead of a generic square block, okay? The dice are going to have a upgrade, like a swirly look to them, and they're going to have a better look on the dice. But other than that, there's nothing that really stands out to me that says value, 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 okay? And with a lot of these games, the value does drop over time. I mean, Three Sisters, when it came out, obviously it's 30 bucks, right? Now you can pick it up for around $20 or $22. So I imagine the same thing is going to happen here, because shipping here is 9 bucks for the United States, 18 for Canada, 15 for Europe, 15 and 18, the rest of the world 25. So if you're outside the United States, you're paying a hefty price for this. Inside the United States, you're paying 9 bucks, which is not bad, but add that to 29, you're now at $38, okay? My worry here is that these Kickstarter stretch goals are not really that great. The game's going to come out, the price is going to drop, and I could pick this up at my friendly local game store for around 20 to 25 bucks, somewhere in there, so I can actually get it cheaper and I don't even have to pay shipping. So that is my worry in the value. So what do I think that you guys should do? Should you back this game? I'm going to say this is a pass for the reason I just explained as being my hesitation. Again, just following in suit with all the other games in line, there's a pattern here that these games come out. After a while, the price of that game is going to drop, and you are going to be able to pick this game up cheaper at your friendly local game store or somewhere else for cheaper, and you don't have to pay that shipping. So again, I can see the same thing. The game's going to come out after a few months. I'll be able to pick this up for around 20 to 25 bucks, and I don't even have to pay shipping if I'm still interested in that game. All right, that is my recommendation. It's a pass, guys. I think you should just wait till it comes to retail. If you're still interested in it, then you can pick it up at that time. So am I backing the game? I am not. I'm doing the same thing that you got, that I'm recommending to you. I'm passing, waiting for this to come to retail. If I'm still interested in the game at that point, then I will go ahead and pick it up then. But again, overall, guys, I just don't see a lot of value that you're getting here for backing this game on Kickstarter. You're going to be better off waiting and picking it up for a cheaper price and saving that extra money. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed my thoughts and opinions. I hope they make sense. As always, go ahead and drop a like on this video. Help us out. If you have not hit the notification bell, hit that notification bell for us so you can be notified when we drop new content. And as always, if you are not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel so we can keep bringing you guys more awesome content. All right, y'all have a great one. Bye.